Hi everybody, welcome to West Virginia. My name is Cheryl and this is my channel, Tranquil Stitches. Today is Monday, March 1st, 2021, and this is my FlossTube episode number 115. Welcome everybody. Welcome to all my returning subscribers. You all are the greatest. And welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you very much for hitting that button and deciding to spend a little time with me here and there. I really appreciate it. Happy to have you here. I want to start off this video by saying it's a wonderful time to be a stitcher, isn't it? It's a wonderful time to be a cross stitcher. We have so much going on this month, this spring, the rest of this year. So much eye candy to look at this month with the Needlework Expo. We've got March Mayhem in full swing as of today. Just so much good stuff going on. Lots of challenges, lots of new monthly challenges, new weekly challenges. And just being able to just enjoy our hobby, it's just wonderful. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very excited. As I said, March Mayhem kicks off today. March Mayhem is just a group of a few hundred of us in Facebook, and we are challenging ourselves this month to push a little bit, push the envelope with our stitching, and doing some things that are, you know, just to see if we can you know, get a lot of progress and a lot of things worked on. Myself, I plan to start 12 new projects that my husband chose for me. Very excited about those. There are tons of people doing it tons of different ways. You can make it anything that you want to make it. We have some people who are concentrating on their whips. We've got some people who are doing monogamous mayhem, which is just one project that they're working on the whole month. They may have set a stitching goal for each day. We have members who are participating with the Steel City Stitchers, their March Madness with the basketball brackets. We have stitchers who are starting 31 new projects. Talia over at the Part-Time Stitcher, she's starting 31 new projects. I know there are a couple more people who are doing that. If you are interested in joining us and hopping in and seeing what everyone's doing, the Facebook group, March Mayhem Stitchers, is linked below. The admins are wonderful. They have lots of prompts for you to answer questions, to visit with each other, to learn about each other, to see what everyone's stitching. It's a great place. It's not going to end in March, at the end of March, so we're all going to just be a community and hang out in there and share our progress on our stitching and just enjoy visiting with each other. So again, if you'd like to join that group, it is linked below. And if you've not heard about March Mayhem and you'd like to participate, it's not too late. It's never too late. Jump in anytime. Just figure out what you want to do and just post in the group and let us know what you're doing, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Also, the Needlework Expo is this month, the 6th through the 8th, and it's an online virtual wholesale show that the designers are participating in. A lot of designers are participating since Market was canceled this year in Nashville. So this is a virtual option from Noteworthy Needle. They are the ones who are sponsoring it, and it's a great idea. I know we've had online needlework shows before back, well, I think they've went on just about every year. And before, that was really, you know, one of the only ways that you could see the new designs other than going to Hoffman Distributing and seeing what's out there. But not every designer distributes through Hoffman, so, you know, you have to have lots of different avenues to see what all's coming and going, you know. So I have some more Mayhem. My mind's on Mayhem. So I have some more Needlework Expo choices from some new things that have come up in the last few days that I'm really interested in. So I've got to whittle down my list a little bit. I'm getting a little carried away. I've already got one pre-order put in for Rochelle, and I keep adding things. So Rochelle at the Cottage Needle, like I said, she has a pre-order set up, a pre-order page. If you haven't decided where you'd like to shop, she'd be happy to help you. And we are just excited. It's a lot of fun. It's so much fun, so much good. I say every year, there's no way they can top this year. and they always do. It's unbelievable. The talent that's in these designers, just, oh my gosh, their creativity and their talent is just unbelievable, and the fact that they share that with us, it's amazing. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're enjoying your stitching, and I hope you are happy and healthy. It's a new week, a new month, and a new outlook on things, and I hope you're doing well. So what I'd like to do is show you my first March Mayhem start that I will be starting today. I'm going to start one every other day for, I guess, 24 days, because I'm starting 12. Still don't know what my BAP is, but eventually. Today, I'm doing them in the order that the envelopes that I opened. So I have all of those in a playlist if you'd like to see what I'm planning to do. But the first one that he chose for me is Easter Tree by Autumn Lane. This was a market release last year. I need some spring colors. I need some pink. I need some just cheerful, and it's just adorable. I ordered this piece of 32 count vintage blue Whisper. It's a Zweigart, and you can see it pretty good there. That's not too bad. It's modeled like with white. It's a really soft blue, and I think that will look really cute on that. So that's my plan. I'm going to start that today and get that going. I'm very excited about that. Now let me show you some whips that I've been working on. I brought out a couple that I hadn't worked on in a while, and this one is New World Sampler by Prairie Schooler. Here's where this one was the last time I featured it on my video. And in this one, 510 stitches. Here's where it is now. And I got all the sales and masks done for this ship here. That worked up really quickly. 510 stitches on that one. I brought out Beggar's Fourth from Threadwork Primitives. Now, Threadwork Primitives, if you've been with me for a while, you know they're one of my favorites. I have stitched so many of their things, and I have so many still that I want to stitch, so that they're just right up my alley, so to speak. But I want to do this whole series. There are several of them, mostly for each holiday. And I've already stitched Beggar's Night, which is the Halloween one. This is Beggar's Fourth. And here's where he was the last time I featured him. And in this one, 500 stitches even. Check him out. Isn't he handsome? I adore him. He's so pretty. So he's done. There's a back stitch that comes from his beak onto both sides of this, that this little shield he's holding up. Then I still have the tree. The tree's not going to be a lot. Then finish the border, and I have to fill these two pieces of bunting in. So it's not, this is good solid stitching, so it's not going to take long to get this one finished. I adore it. I hope to have it finished by July. We'll see. We'll see. If it comes up on Whip Go, I'll definitely have it done. I worked on Town of Halloween. This one, can you believe it? I have the issue, the magazine issue, that I looked it up and wrote it down. I know. Who am I, right? This is from the 2012 Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue, and it's by Primitive Hair. This one was a daily 30 piece for me from the 1st through the 14th of February. I stitched on it at least 30 minutes a day, some days more. So in this one, since the 14th, and well, since my last video, and here is where it is now. And you'll know, if you've been with me, you know that I was debating on this color. I chose this purple. It's just a mystery purple that I had in my stash, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I put the little leaf in. I thought, well, let's put a couple more things in there and see how it looks. And no, I'm not happy with it. So all that will be coming out, and I've already put the purple in between this. So the frog will be coming to visit before I work on this one again. And this one's a focus piece. I want to get it done. I've decided, look, y'all, I had a pretty orange, well, it was kind of orangey brown. I thought, well, maybe I'll try that. And then I had a really dusty purple, and I thought I'll try that. And then I thought, no, I'm not going to do this again. So I'm just going to do it all black. I'm going to leave the pumpkins open because the second color is supposed to go in the pumpkins and in the windows. I'm going to leave all that open, and I'm just going to do it all in black. So I have to pull out this W because that's the original green I was going to use. So it's quick stitches. It's not anything hard, and I should have it finished, you know, and it's going to be even easier with just the one color. But yeah, I'm just going to finish it up in black. I like the raven. It's got, I don't know if you can see it. It's got raven is it's from General Arts. There, yeah, you can see it. It's black and dark green variegated. So it's already got like a second color in it. And that green kind of clashed with this green anyway. And, you know, I mean, this fabric is 30 count Kansas City blend from R&R, which I love that. Let's get some more of that. And the last one I worked on this past week, is the other Daily 30 for February from the 15th through the 28th. This is Potions, Brews, and Spells by Cherished Stitches. This is in the 2016 Halloween Just Cross Stitch issue. And here's where this one was. I showed you like where town was, right? I don't know. I'll edit it and put it in there if I have to cover up my face. But anyway, this is, oh, I love this. I have to use my magnifier. I have to use my mag eyes for this one because it's on 36 count and I'm doing it 1/2. But I love the way it's looking. I'm so happy with it. 1,162 stitches. Like I said, it was my Daily 30. It's on, I think this is Stormy Night. I'm pretty sure. Linen, isn't it pretty? I adore the letters. So I don't have too much. Now I'm not putting the gate at the bottom because my piece of fabric wasn't long enough and I really wanted it on this fabric. So I'm stopping after it says Halloween and I put my initials in there. So it's still got about that. I counted it up. This is 110 and I still have like 100, between 100, 105 this way. So it's a little more than halfway done. And it goes quickly. It's just one color. I'm using black coffee from Classic Colorworks on this one. So that's my stitching for the week since I saw you last. Okay, my week. Did I write that? I didn't write that down. It was 2,000 something. Let's see. For the week, 2,862. So for the month, 8,238 stitches. That's excellent for me. That's excellent. Very happy with that. That averages out to 2,000, I wish, 292 stitches a day. So not too bad, not too bad. On my Stitch My Hours challenge, which if you've not been with me, you don't know, you may not know, it's a personal challenge that I issued myself back in December of 2019 to put 1 stitch in for every hour that I've been alive. And so far, since December 1st, 2019, 81,631 stitches. And I'm in the week of October 22nd of 1975, and I'm 9 years old, 9 years and 3 months old. So I've almost got my first 10 years stitched. It's a lot more to go. I'm a lot older than 10. So, but that's exciting. That's exciting. That's a good goal to have. I finished the 60s decade. I finished the first part of the 70s, and now I'm in the second half of the 70s. So Really, really fun. I have a spreadsheet. If you'd like the spreadsheet, I can send it to you. Just send me an email to the email below, and if you'd like me to send you that, I'll send it to you, and you can use it and do it yourself if you'd like to. All right, now, way back, my last, not my last video, but the one before that, I had a couple drawings and a couple charts that I offered up for drawings. So I drew some winners for these. The winner of the Prim and Proper is Stephanie McNeil. Stephanie McNeil. These are from Fat Quarter Shop, Lori Holt, with Be in My Bonnet. And the second one is Home and Hearth by Lori Holt, Be in My Bonnet, from the Fat Quarter Shop. This one goes to Teresa. Teresa, I'm so sorry if it's not, but it looks like Chuckle to me. Is that your last name? Teresa Chuckle. So ladies, Stephanie and Teresa, if you will email me at the email below and give me your address, I'll be happy to send this out to you. Brooke, I know. I got you, Brooke. I got you. Okay. Now, speaking of the Fat Quarter Shop, I have it on very good authority that there will be 2 new stitch-alongs started this month. So if you are not subscribed to them, I will link their FlossTube below where they announce it, and I'll also link the blog below. Keep an eye on that. These 2 charts are really, really pretty. So keep an eye out for that this month. 2 brand new stitch-alongs. Exciting stuff. That's another reason March is exciting. Okay, Needlework Expo. Let's talk about Needlework Expo a little bit. If you watched my last video, you know that I was very, very excited about RETM's release called Charlie. And Ari herself, I was fangirling just a tad. She commented on my video and said that it is Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, and she just confirmed it, what I had hoped, and I went immediately to look at it, and it is just beautiful. It is just, everything's in there. Veruca and the Augustus and the Chocolate River and the boat and the the TV, Mike TV, and the everything is there. It's just I have already done the Wizard of Oz one. Miss Stephanie over at Pam and Steph allowed me to borrow her pattern, and I'm still so grateful for that. Thank you, Stephanie. And I finished this one up, and I want to do Charlie like this one. I want them to be very similar, and this is 32 count. It's like a mint green Belfast, and I used Etoile here and there. I kind of did my own colors in some parts, but I followed the pattern a lot as well as far as the colors that she chose. Her boot is sparkly. I don't know if you can see it. It's black Etoile. You can't tell. Her dress is no, her dress isn't Etoile, just the boot. There's some Etoile in the scarecrows, the hay around the scarecrow, Emerald City. Let's see. Oh, the house is in a gray Etoile. So there's lots of sparkle on this one. So I want to use lots of sparkle on Charlie as well. I already told Rochelle, I said, I want that. Add it to my order, please. So, yeah. So this is my Wizard of Oz. So I want the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory to be very similar to this one. So that's what I'll be doing. Excited. Now, some newer releases that have come out since I made my video that I'm very interested in. I wanted to share it with you in case you haven't seen them. First of all, I wanted to mention, now when I did my video, the first one for the Needlework Expo, I mentioned French Cuisine, and I said it was by Hands On Design. Well, I had seen a couple companion pieces, and I did not put it together in my mind. I didn't I had it on my notes. Let's see if I can show you. Okay, let me show you this. Okay, these are my notes from that other video. See what it says right here? The French Kitchen, Stone, let's see, Summer House Stitchworks, Beautiful Companion Pieces. And when I did my video, I was trying to figure out what I was talking about when I made these notes. So I couldn't figure it out on the fly, so I just cut that out of my video completely. Well, after my video, and I did some more looking, you know, to see what else was coming out, I realized that the reason Summer House Stitchworks has such wonderful companion pieces for that is because it was a collaboration with Hands On Design. Now tell me, that was like, well, no wonder. So the main piece, the Cuisine Française, the French Kitchen, is it's a collab between both of them. And then each of them took 2 seasons and made 2 companion pieces each. Fabulous. So the first one is, and you know, I have 3 of the 4, but I'm gonna, when I edit this video, I'm gonna try to put the 4th one in there. So I have Strawberries and Mint. This one was Hands On Design, and it's spring. And Apples and Sage, Hands On Design. This one's fall. These are just gorgeous. Now, Summer House Stitchworks did Blueberries and Thyme, and I'm assuming they did the winter one. You know what? I'm going to look and I'm going to insert it here. I'm going to insert the winter one here. Absolutely beautiful. I love that whole series. I might have to get the whole thing. I just adore it. Kathy Barrick. Now, you know, Kathy is my heart. She and Marty, her sister, with the whole Carriage House samplings, and when they started out, they were together, and they did the Houses of Hawk Run Hollow, and they did several Hawk Run Hollows together, and then they, Kathy went in her own direction, and Marty continued with the Hawk Run Hollow series under Carriage House Samplings. And then Kathy has her own line now, which she's had her own line for years and years as well. So it's just, both of them are just wonderful. And I had the opportunity to meet Kathy. If I can find the picture, I'll put it right here, and at Market. And I'm gonna tell you what, my heart just right out of my chest. But I love everything. I adore everything that Kathy does. I've stitched so many of her charts, and I have so many more I want to stitch. New stuff. Amelia Prescott. There are lots of reproduction samplers with multiplication tables on them. I've always found it fascinating. I think it's a great little thing to add, that the young girls back then added to their samplers. And it was a nice tool to have hanging up so they could refer to it. And I've always loved them. I've not ever stitched one, but I really do love this one. This one is absolutely beautiful. She also has Pieces of Old. I'll be getting this one. Everything's coming out of that basket. And the colors. I went on and on about the colors in my last video. The designers have really stepped up the color game, so to speak, with all of the new flosses that are available now as opposed to 20 years ago. You know, the basket, the butterflies, it's everything. So I'll be getting this one. And also Quaker Dwelling. I'll be getting this one too. That house is amazing. The Quaker around it is amazing. again, you know, it's almost monochromatic, but you can do it any way you want. You can make a red house, you can make a blue house, whatever you want with, you know, and make the house one color and the motifs another. So much you can do with it, but I love what she's done. I love what she's done with that. Now this is a new designer to me. Smoky Mountain Stitches. Smoky Mountain Stitches. This one is a reproduction sampler and Woodall 1847. I wrote down here swoon. Swoon. That heart and those flowers. Could that be any more feminine? Could that be any more precious? It's Kesslin. I saw a couple more that I have to have from her. She did the Cross Stitch Fun, which was the huge, it was a Quaker with little motifs in it, remember? I'll show it to you. She did this one, but I found two more that she did that I have to have. These have to come home with me. A Haunting We Will Go. That, you know, I think she saw a profile of me because that backside is like she's looking at me sideways. That's too much. I can't even with that witch. That cat. I mean, it's just, and the way it kind of forms a heart. I have to have it. I have to have it. Now, Lucy Beam. I love the whimsy from Lucy Beam. I always have. I've got several charts from her. I absolutely adore the whimsy. Call for the doctor. Call for the nurse. Call for the lady with the alligator purse. Oh gosh, that brings back so many memories. And that alligator, that's just so stinking cute. So cute. She also has this one. Cross stitch makes everything okayer. Yep, it does, doesn't it? It makes everything okayer. It definitely does. Liz Matthews. Liz Matthews is Kathy Barrick's daughter. And Liz has her own patterns. She released several, and they're all just fabulous for this Needlework Expo. This one will be coming home with me, will be sent to me because it is OMG. I wrote down OMG. This is called Bird, Gather Here. Gather Here. I love just the outline and the way that you can make it any color again that you want. I'm thinking like a real pretty gray with black mix for that one. Just nothing, you know, like a black and gray variegated is what I'm trying to say. It's just... Scissor Tail Designs. This is Merry Christmas. I love this one too. I especially love the pine boughs on the top and the bottom one of that one. So I'll be getting that one too. My poor pocketbook. It'll be okay. I had some earmarked, right? What better thing to earmark your money for? Okay. My plans. Now, like I said, I'm going to start the Easter tree today, and every other day I'll be starting a new project, and I'll share those with you on each FlossTube that I do, what I've worked on the past week or 2 weeks whenever I get a chance to sit down. And the new Whip Go numbers have been drawn for March. Jessie Marie over at Whip Go 2021. I'll link that below too. It's a Facebook group if you're interested. It's a bingo board for your cross stitch, and you set up a bingo board and she draws numbers each month, and you try to get a bingo by completing goals. Doesn't have to be a finish. It can be anything you want it to be. And this is my first year participating in this, and I'm having a ball with it. It's helping me decide, you know, which projects to work on, which is really great. taking a break a little bit from the challenges right now. I'm still writing the challenges, but I'm really kind of just taking a break from them, except for the zombie run. So, but I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, one of the numbers that was drawn was 24, and that is Fractal Bird from Shakespeare's Peddler. I started this one last May, so I will be working on this one today. This will be my daily 30 until it's done. And it's not got much at all left, so it should stitch up pretty quickly. So here's where he is. So he'll be my daily 30 until he's done. And when he's done, y'all, guess what she drew? And I know some of you all are going to bust out laughing. I know you're going to bust out laughing. It's hysterical. Which I'm very glad it was drawn now. I'm very glad. And you've probably already guessed. She drew number 10, Inspiration. I saw that. I opened my book to my Whipgo board and I looked at number 10 and I went, okay, it's time. It's time. Like I said, better now than October, right? Which, now that doesn't mean I wouldn't have worked on it till October. I would have picked it up. This is just going to make sure I pick it up sooner than in the year. So here's where it is right now. Y'all, it's so I just have this here, which is not going to be much at all. Then I've got 2 more of these urns to put in these corners. And then there's a over one whole farm scene in the middle. Over one. That's okay. I'm pretty sure this is 36 count. I don't have... I'll have to go back and look and see what this is on. But I'm pretty sure it's 36 count. It's not 32. So, yeah. Over one on 36 count. I can do it. I mean, I got mag eyes and readers and... But it's time. It's time. I did this with this as a stitch along with my BFF Diana. She did hers on yellow fabric and she finished hers. And it is absolutely beautiful. She left me in the dust. I love this. Did I say this is Rosewood Manor, Karen Kluba? Look at the birds sitting on the little vines. There's lots and lots of color changes, lots and lots of backstitch in this one. But it really is a fun stitch. I don't know how many pages I've got done, but it's wonderful. So, Inspiration was drawn on Whipgo. So now I'm really glad I played because I don't know. You know, I for 2 years now, what? 2 years? Next month will be my 3-year FlossTube anniversary, and I have been trying to get that done ever since. Ever since I started on April 9th of 2018. And I keep saying, this is the year. This is the year. Well, we'll see. This is the year. So that I'll be working on those. Now, I'll also be working on, so my new starts, those 2. I'll also be working on my Zombie Run pieces. I've had some questions about Zombie Run. Zombie Run is an event. It's a year-long event in the group Cross Stitcher's Journal and Daily 30 that I started in, we just had our first anniversary for the group last month. 17th of February, I believe. Yeah. And the first of this year, I handed over control of the group to the former moderators who are now admins. I still do the challenges for it every month, and I enjoy doing that. I wouldn't say it's the best part because it's just being with my daily 30 family is the best part because I love them all. They're such good ladies, and we have really gotten to know each other as well in that group. I mean, somebody posts and, you know, immediately, you know, after a year and everybody posting and being active in the group, it's, you start to recognize people and when they post, and it's good. So I'm still doing those, writing those challenges, and the yearly challenge is a zombie run. And the group is a closed group. They recently let some new members in. They kind of removed some inactive members and created some spots, because our goal all along has been to keep it a small group and keep it a safe place, and we've managed to do that. So you can't get in right now, and there's no waiting list, but if you you know, just keep your ear out, and if you know somebody in the group, tell them to watch for you, because if they open the group again, you know, you could potentially get in. So, but it's a lot of fun, the zombie run, and if you're not in the group and you would like to play along, you know, you can always do that. What it is you choose whether you're a zombie or a human, and the zombies stitch 200 stitches at a time, and they post their picture of the 200 stitches. Each 200 stitches they put in the 4 whips that they've declared. You had to declare 4 whips before the year started. And that's the only 4 you can work on for that challenge, unless you finish one, and then you'll replace it with one. Humans stitch 400 per leg of the run. So if a month has 31 days, then you'll stitch 12 miles. Each set of 200 is 1 mile, or each set of 400 for humans is 2 miles. So you'll be working on each piece one time. You have to touch all 4 whips for 1 leg. If you're a zombie, 200 stitches, and if you're a human, 400 stitches. After that, you pick one of those 4 or a combination to put the rest of the miles in till you come up to 12 miles. If the month has 30 days, or in February's case 28, you stitch 10 miles. So I hope that makes sense. And if, like I said, if you want to play along on your own, then, you know, by all means, make you an album on Facebook, and you know, either on your profile or in a group that you're in, or you know, and just post your progress pictures and keep up with your miles. It's a lot of fun, and you can participate along with us. Now, on that same line, there are weekly and monthly challenges in Daily 30. There are weekly and monthly challenges in lots of groups out there. Lots of groups. There's so much to choose from. There's Magical Stitches. There's, and I'm not sure if all of these are open right now, but you'll have to check. There's Semi-Sane Stitchers. They have so much going on. They change up. They play like games. There's so many activities in Semi-Sane. There's Enchanted Stitches, which is Disney based. There is Crystal Academy. There's Supernatural Stitchers. So many different cross-stitch groups that have challenges, that have events that you can participate in. So I suggest Sammy J. I've already mentioned her, Sammy J. Stitches. About a year and a half ago, she came up with this idea to do videos and talk about the different challenges that are going on in each group. Now, she has, on her channel, she's doing it now. It was in Virtual Stitchers, but now she's doing it on her channel. So I'll link her channel below. If you go there, you'll see a HW, videos that have HW. It means homework, because School of Magical Stitches and Literature started out with homework. You had to have homework because you were in like Hogwarts. So that's where homework came from. But she calls them the homework videos, but she goes over things that are going on in all of the groups. So if you are not in Daily 30, or you're, you know, you don't really do Facebook, or you can watch those videos and jot down some of the challenges and just do them. Just find one of your pieces and make it fit in the prompt, and just do your stitches. So you can participate without, you know, officially participating if you watch those videos. They give you lots of ideas on how to tie your pieces into the different prompts. You know, if you want to watch those videos and just, you know, give it a try and see, and then maybe join a group. You know, if you do it and you like it, then you might want to join a group. So that's something, you know, it's an option for you. So So I just wanted to mention that and let you know. So happy March, white rabbits, white rabbits. Happy March and happy Mayhem if you're participating in Mayhem, and enjoy the Needlework Expo and enjoy looking at all that eye candy, and you know, post below if you've chosen some things, and let me know what you like. You may show me something I haven't seen. There's so many different, oh my gosh, there's so many different designs coming out. It's hard to keep up with. So share with me what your picks are. So I will let you go, and until I see you again, happy stitching.